Hello and welcome to another episode of The Digital Dilemma. I'm your host, Wayne Denner, and the idea is simple. Each episode we take a look at the latest smartphone apps, social media platforms which young people are using today. We take a look at some of the associated risks and benefits and things that parents, teachers and those who work with young people need to be aware of. Don't forget, if you've got any questions or topics that you would like us to cover on The Digital Dilemma, please drop me a tweet to @WayneDenner or send me an email to hello@waynedenner.com. On this episode, we're taking a look at online reputation, why everything you post online using this contributes to your digital tattoo, how employers are using social media, and some tips that you can use in order to protect and manage your online reputation when using social media and the internet. Now, you might be pretty amazed to know that 93% of recruiters admit to looking applicants up online, 50% screen out based on content found, and 35% of employers won't even invite you to interview if they can't find you online. So your online reputation is really important. So you got to start to think about the content that you're posting online and how that might impact your online reputation when you leave school or you go to apply for your first job. Now, I'm not saying don't use social media, but think about some of the content that you're uploading online that it might come back to haunt you further down the line. Now, let's talk about an example. Paris Brown, she got the job as the UK's first youth police commissioner at 17. She was only in the job a couple of weeks and she was forced to resign due to tweets that she posted when she was 14 years of age. So it might not come back to haunt you today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be in 6 months' time, but further down the line, when you go to apply for your first job, what you post online can impact your reputation for a long time to come. The rule is always stop, think, post. If you're happy with your message going on a global billboard, go right ahead and click post. Because once it goes online, it stays online and it's very difficult for you to remove the information. So as a fan of social media, I wanted to come up with a couple of handy tips that you can use when you're next using Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you're using to protect and manage your online reputation. So tip number one is regularly Google yourself. If you've never done it, open up the biggest search engine in the world and type your little old name into Google and see what information appears about you. Now, there might be nothing, or there might be some stuff on Google that you didn't know was even out there. So regularly open up Google, type your name in and see what information appears about you. What I would also suggest when you're using Google to check out any information that's out there about you is that you set up a Google alert on your name. It's free, doesn't cost you any money, and what it will do is alert you if any content is found on the web, on Google in particular, about your name. The second thing is to start to think about your privacy. When it comes to social media and the internet, we share all this information online and we don't think about our privacy. So start to think about the information that you're uploading onto social networks and who has access to that information. Remember that privacy settings change all the time. So social networks are constantly updating and tweaking and changing their privacy settings. So as a rule of thumb, just go back in and check your privacy settings, that they're set at the level that you're comfortable with. My third tip is start paying attention to images that you're being tagged in on social networking websites. If you're somebody who's uncomfortable with being tagged in pictures, make sure you go into your privacy settings and turn off the ability to be tagged in pictures without your consent. That means that if somebody tags you in a picture on Facebook and Twitter or Instagram, you get a notification that you have been tagged in that picture. My fourth tip is start to think about the oversharing of content that you're doing on social networking websites. We like to share absolutely everything about our lives on social networks. So some of the things that you might be sharing on social networks can also impact your reputation. So think about things that you might share that your friends might post. Do you agree with some of those things? And the next time you're about to share something, just take a moment and think, do I want this to impact my reputation? The fifth and final rule that I want to share with you guys is the golden rule. And that's all about generating positive content. This is something as social media users that we don't do enough of. We want to think of ways that we can create and generate more positive content, particularly if we're at a stage in our life now where we're looking to move jobs, we're looking to apply to university. This is a very good time to start generating positive content about who we are and the career path that we want to follow. So find ways when you're using social media to generate positive content. So some of the things that you can do in order to generate positive content is think of innovative ways that you can use social media to your advantage. Think of all the people right now who are online, who are using social media. Many people get headhunted for their next job as a result of content that they've posted online. So set up a blog, start blogging about things that you're interested in, start video blogging, open up your smartphone, record a short video of the things that you're passionate about, the things that you're really interested in, and upload it to YouTube and see who comes across it. One of the most effective things that you can do to contribute towards your online reputation is generating this positive content. By having your own personal blog is one such way that you can create regular ongoing content which people can read and come across, and you never know when you apply for that first job or that place in university, they might just come across that blog post. User safety on social networking websites is very important, and over the past couple of months, Twitter has been working exceptionally hard to improve the user's safety experience when using the social networking platform. New changes include introducing changes to reporting mechanisms, overhauling how they review user reports, and improving the user block feature. Twitter have also launched a new safety center, which is an excellent resource for anyone looking to learn more about online safety on Twitter or beyond. From the new safety center, you can take a look at tools, policies and enforcement. You can also get some great information for teens, families and educators, giving teens all the tools that they need in order to have a positive experience when using Twitter, keeping families up to date with the latest safety information from Twitter, and also educators who can teach students more positive and effective ways to use Twitter to communicate and share information. And that wraps us up for another episode of The Digital Dilemma. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget you can pick up a copy of my book, The Student's Guide to an Epic Online Reputation. It's an ideal read for parents, teachers and teens looking to protect and manage their online reputation. If you've got any topics that you would like us to cover on The Digital Dilemma, please do get in touch. You can send me a tweet to @WayneDenner or an email to hello@waynedenner.com. I'll see you next time on The Digital Dilemma.